This is a brand new ETF. What I can see, the problem here is that it's very expensive, $100. For some investors, will have had time to buy this ETF, but price itself should not be a determining factor to decide whether you should buy this ETF or not. We are going to look deeper on this ETF. We'll look at the fee structures. We're going to look at how much distribution they're going to pay and how often they're going to pay, and that will determine whether this ETF is going to suit with your investment style and your strategy. Shall we? Weekly T-Bill ETF. Week invests in 0 to 3 months US Treasury bills and seeks to pay weekly distributions to shareholders. Overview. The Roundhill Weekly T-Bill ETF Week is a short-term Treasury bill ETF designed to pay weekly distributions of current income to shareholders. Week is the first of its kind ETF that target a stable NAV week over week. Week is an actively managed ETF. The main keyword here is a stable NAV. Why should you invest in this ETF? We're going to look at the three main compelling reasons why you might consider buying. The first one is weekly distributions. Week seeks to pay distributions every week, offering recurring income stream for shareholders. Second reason, cash alternative. Week provide exposure to US Treasury bills with maturity between 0 to 3 months, providing an alternative vehicle for investors, emphasizing capital preservation. So this is a pretty good for investors who are looking weekly distribution, but also don't want to see the NAV erosion as we've seen with other ETFs. If you invest $10,000, you want to see your $10,000 stay the same, but meantime, you're going to receive weekly distributions. Stable NAV. Week seeks to target a stable NAV week over week. Remember, if it does have a stable NAV, there is something that you're going to have to give up for that. And that I'm going to mention shortly. Let's look at more details about this fund. Ticker symbol is WEEK. Primary exchange is a symbol New York. Expense ratio is 0.19. This is very cheap as compared to other Roundhill ETFs. On average, all Roundhill ETFs are about 0.99. This is less than 0.25%. AUM asset and management right now is 100 million. It was launched on March 6, 2025, which is today. ETF options. Can you write option on this ETF? No, you cannot. Share outstanding is 10,000 and management style is actively managed. 10 holdings. This ETF is going to have mainly United States Treasury bills. These are US government bonds, and we all know bonds are very stable and pay interest. The Roundhill is going to have this actively managed, writing call on them, whatever strategy they're going to use, and they're going to have short maturity. For example, here there is maturity of March 11th, 2025, May 20th, 2025, May 27th, March 6th, March 18th, March 25, April 1st, April 8th, April 15th, and April 22. Weight on each position will be about 7 to 10%. Performance is started at $100. It stays at 100 because it's very stable. Distributions to be determined, and frequency of distribution is weekly. When are they going to pay the first distribution? The announcement will be on March 10th, 2025, which is next week. X date for the first distribution is March 11th. The record date is March 11th. And on March 12th, you're going to receive your first distribution if you invested in this ETF. The last thing here is distribution rate to be determined. But distribution rate for this ETF is going to be a little bit lower, I'm assuming. Other ETFs, for example, qdte, xdte, have from 30 to 60%. This is going to be between 10, maximum is 20. Remember, everything is a trade-off. You want a higher yield, then your ETF has to be more volatile because that's the only way they can make a profit from premium. But if they don't have much premium, then you're relying mainly on interest they're going to receive from these bonds. Now, week is to join other weekly paying ETFs from Roundhill, PLTY, Palantir, NVIDIA, TSW, this is Tesla, AAPW, this is Apple, COIW, this is a coin, and also they have a qdte, xdte, and rdte. Now you have a lot of option which ETF you want to choose and invest in. But my main strategy for people who want to have broader diversification, you can put maybe from 10% to 20%, depends on your strategy, on this ETF if you want to have the capital preservation. That's what I would do. This is an update on a brand new ETF from Roundhill, and it's going to pay weekly. Next week, when they announce the distribution, I'm going to let you know how much they're going to pay and what distribution rate is going to be. So you don't want to miss those type of data. Please consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification button. So whenever I release a new video, you're going to receive new update. And if you like this type of content, please smash the like button. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on next video. Bye bye.